This just in, Columbia Academy and Columbia Heights has just been attacked by aliens. After the alien attack on Columbia Academy, the military moved 2 3/4 infantry units in and 1.5 armored units in. How many total units were called in to respond? So we need to add because we were asked to find the total. So 2 3/4 plus 1.5. Right now we are not able to add these together because the fractions have different denominators. We must have denominators that are the same. So you can find the least common multiple by skip counting 2s and 4s and find the first number that they share that's the same. In this case it'll be 4. So we have 2 whole and 3/4 plus 1 and something out of 4. To change 2 into 4, we multiply it by 2, and to be fair we need to do that to the numerator. So 1 times 2 is 2. So in this case we have 3 whole and 5/4. We can see that 5/4 is an improper fraction, meaning it's more than 1 whole. So what we really have is 3 whole, and then we need to change 5/4 to a mixed number. There are 1 whole 4 in 5. So if we take that 4 out of the 5, we've got 1 left, and the denominator stays the same. So our final answer is 4 1/4 units. If Sergeant Larmouth starts the battle with 3 clips and finishes the battle with 1 7/8 clips, how much did he use? We need to subtract. We've got 3 minus 1 7/8. That's how we're going to find what's left. There are 2 ways to solve this problem. We can use borrowing, because right now we're not able to take this fraction from 3, so we could go 3 is the same as 2 whole plus 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8 is 1 whole, so 8 out of 8 is 1 whole plus the 2, this is still 3 whole together, minus 1 7/8, which will give us a final answer of 2 minus 1 is 1. 8 over 8 minus 7 out of 8 is 1/8 clips. 1 1/8 clips. The other way to do this problem is to use improper fractions. So we've got 3 minus 1 7/8. 3 could be changed into a fraction by putting it over 1. 3 divided by 1 is still 3. Let's make common denominators. 1 can go into 8, so we're going to multiply it by 8. So it's going to be 24 over 8 minus, let's change this to an improper fraction. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 7 is 15 over 8, which ends up being 24/8 minus 15/8 is 9/8. This is an improper fraction. The numerator is larger than the bottom. This is more than 1 whole. So we say 8 goes into 9 1 whole time. We take that 1 whole 8 from 9. With 1 left, the denominator stays the same. After the alien apocalypse, Thomas and Cameron are scavenging for gasoline. Thomas finds 4 1/8 gallons. Cameron finds 2 3/4 gallons. How many gallons do they have for their escape? So they're asking, how many gallons do we have? We need to put these together to find the total number of gallons that they have. So we've got 4 1/8 plus 2 3/4. Again, we're not able to add these right away because the denominators are different. Find the LCM of 4 and 8 so that you can find the common denominators. If you skip count by 4s, you'll see 4, 8, 12. If you skip count by 8s, you're going to be seeing 8, 16, so on. We see that they both can make 8. So 4 and 1/8 stays the same, plus 2 and something out of 8. We change 4 to an 8 by multiplying by 2. To be fair, you multiply the numerator by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So our final answer is going to be 4 plus 2 is 6. 1/8 and 6/8 is 7/8. So they have 6 and 7/8 gallons. On the run from the aliens, Jessica and Alicia have hoarded 16.5 pounds of food. After 2 weeks, they have 9 5/8 pounds food left. How much did they eat from their stash? We need to subtract. They started with 16.5. They're now down to 9 5/8. We want to know the missing part, the part that they ate. So we need to subtract. So we have 16.5 minus 9 5/8. We need to have common denominators. So you could skip out by 2's and you would see that 2 can make an 8. So you multiply this one by 4. So you have 16 4/8 minus 9 5/8. We have a slight problem. We can do 16 minus 9, but we can't do 4/8 minus 5/8. We have two options here. We can borrow or we can use improper fractions. If we borrow, we need to take 1 from the 16, so that becomes 15. That 1 becomes an 8 out of 8. Plus we still have our 4 out of 8. And we're taking away 9 5/8. So let's put this together. We have 15 plus 8 over 8 plus 4 out of 8. That is 15 12/8 minus 9 5/8. So we find that they ate 6 7/8 pounds. The other way to do it is with improper fractions. We can change these both to improper fractions. 16 times 8 is 128, plus 4 is 132 out of 8, minus 8 times 9 is 72, plus 5 is 77 over 8. 132 eighths minus 77 eighths is 55 eighths. This is an improper fraction. We need to change it to a mixed number. There are 6 eighths in 55. 6 times 8 is 48. 7 left over. So the answer, either way we do it, is 6 7/8 pounds.